Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Uh, I hope everyone slept well last night. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Thank you for stopping by my channel, checking out my read. Thank you. Um, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about, well, I just want to mention it because I noticed, um, and I know with all the planetary changes. And I'm not an astrologer, but I do keep up with astrology. Um, but I do know, and y'all just have to look it up because I can't give you specifics. But what I do know that there's some type of planetary change where you feeling it's giving out this agitated energy. I think it has something to do with Pluto. I'm not sure. But I woke up feeling I was fine at first, but then when I started interacting with my family, I just was irritated by everything. You know, when I was left to my own devices, I was good. Because I got up and did a little work this morning, and but by the time my family started getting up, uh, just every little thing they did got on my nerves. Yeah, I was especially agitated. So y'all be careful. Yeah, be mindful. In my own reading, um, it did come out, to transmute the energy, you know, um, you know, enact with wisdom, be compassionate to others. So, and then the transmutation card came out. So we're being asked to make sure we uh incorporate practices to transmute negative energy. All right. Um, don't equate it to spell work, you know. Because I that oh yeah, that's what it was. So that's what Spirit wanted me to say. That's why I had to remember this. So when you okay, so when you're balanced, when you're dealing with negativity, it's not so much as the person, but the energy working through the person. So remember yesterday when I was talking about uh well, basically like attracts like. If a person has a lot of negative energy or you have a lot of negative energy within you, all right? So whatever, it's like a filter, you know. So if you have a lot of negative energy, you will attract negative energy. All right. So we're not so much as looking at, okay, when somebody's, projecting or doing something crazy to you, or you experiencing some bull crap and be like, oh, somebody sending me, doing spell work on me. Don't really look at it. Don't narrow it down to that because that's not what you want to do. You really don't want to focus on a person more than the energy. Because again, if a person is doing some negative shit, it's not really uh what they say, hate the sin and not the sinner. It's not the person who's enacting the negative energy, all right? But it is the energy itself. So the energy itself is upon us, all right? And when we have unresolved issues, you know, um, shadow work stuff that still needs to be done. We always gonna be doing shadow work. So don't feel bad about that because that was one of the things I said. I'm like, oh Lord, I still got shadow work to do. But I was quickly reminded I'm gonna have shadow work to do until I pass away. We're always gonna have work to do. So don't beat yourself up. But um it's just letting you know you still have shadow work to do. So Spirit is saying, hey, pay attention pay attention, be mindful that you are attracting this energy. If you're agitated, go within and ask yourself, why am I agitated? Or why is this person directing this energy to? Not really why the person is directing it. Go, like I said, go beyond a person and be like, why is this energy presenting itself to me? All right. Through this person. So go to the problem. So it's not the problem with the person, is the root. All right. All right. So trace it back. And it's always going to come back to you. Okay. Now, let's jump in the bowl. Good morning. Spirit, is there anything that you'd like to share with us in this bowl today? Okay. Shark, heart, chakra, and root chakra. Okay. And solar plexus chakra and ghost. Is there anything else? If I'm stopping there? Oh, I don't know when that diamond came out. So I'm gonna have to look shark up, because this is a shark. Yeah. We got a shark. We got heart chakra, root chakra, solar plexus chakra. Oh, ghost. I knew ghost was gonna come out when I first got in that bowl. I knew it. And a diamond. And like I said, I don't know what order, because I didn't even see this come out. So, but I'm feeling like it's supposed to be like that. But anyway, let me look up shark. Oh, my tea got cold. I'm trying to keep my readings down to a minimum, y'all, because I get tired of my readings getting cut off. Shark. Spiritual meaning of shark. Power, protection, instinct, transformation. All right. Often revered in indigenous cultures as a guardian, ancestral spirits, powerful deities representing strength, adaptability, and deep connection to the ocean's mystery. All right. So let's see. I have to make notes sometime. Protection and instinct. So I'm feeling like I'm supposed to be drawing from instincts, drawing instincts from this. All right. But we can take transformation. But anyway, you got your heart chakra. Heart chakra, we know about love. Let's see. Unconditional love, compassion, empathy. Okay. Again, remember when I was saying Spirit is asking us to be compassionate during this time. And I feel like it's Pluto. Be compassionate. Connect to our compassion, have empathy for others. And I know, you be like, why ain't finna get that motherfucker no empathy and he did this, that, and the other, or she did that now. Hey, I understand. I get it. Because when we be in the moment, we be like, I ain't getting ready to be playing with you. I understand that. But in order to transmute the energy and to prevent it, so you don't want to meet that energy with the same type of energy, because it's going to keep expanding. And so in order to neutralize a situation, it's best to just, disconnect. All right. And again, remember I said trace the root of the problem. It's not really the person. It is the energy that they have attracted. But also, you have to see why you are experiencing the energy through the person. Okay? All right. So it's a little bit of doing some introspection, remembering um, um, unconditional love. All right. And also, this what I'm seeing here. That says the heart chakra is the bridge to the lower chakras. So look at that. The root chakra. That is the lowest chakra. All right. It says position between the three chakras and the upper. The heart chakra balances earthly needs with higher consciousness. Root chakra is, like I say, the lower chakra of the body. All right. Wow. Okay. It governs your ability to nurture and self-compassion. All right. So again, wow. So remember when I just said, when something is happening, when you're dealing with people, and always go within and be like, okay, first of all, in order to back up from the situation, to disconnect from the situation, you got to realize this person is drawing upon an energy, right? And it's okay. And although they projecting it at you, it's not really the person, it's the energy that they have attracted. But then you have to draw back even further and be like, okay, wait a minute. So, but why am I experiencing this energy from this person? All right. And so if you're gonna see, if you have to have compassion for the person, hey, this person, that's the term, they know not what they do. Okay, that's when that kick in. All right, this person don't even realize that they attracting this energy, All right, but then you have to turn it onto yourself. So although you have compassion for the person in the moment, but you got to flip it and have compassion for self. All right. All right. Yeah, because it says self-love and acceptance. Why am I, you have to get in the state of mind of why am I attracting, this type of energy? Okay. So if I have compassion, if I have to have compassion for this person, then I need to have self-compassion, So that's how you transmute the energy. All right. All right. Yes, I like it. I like it. And you balance it out. All right. Um, it says signs of a heart chakra alignment. Balance. Individual feels compassionate, empathetic, open-hearted, forgiving, connected to others. Okay. All right. Um, courage. Okay, this was I'm girl, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm paranoid about this thing. I don't like to go. I already 13 minutes in. I gotta get this one. Okay, let me get this solar plexus chakra. All right. Okay. Solar plexus chakra is your authenticity, self-confidence, self-identity, and taking action in a balanced state of being empowered. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. I see. I got a spirit. All right. How you protect yourself. All right. This is how you stay protected from by doing your shadow work. So it's like, again, having compassion and empathy. All right. And through your heart chakra, which directly correlates with the root chakra. All right. And this it's like a bridge. All right. So when you have compassion for a person, you like I say, we tracing it back. To have compassion for the person is showing compassion for yourself. All right. All right. And the balance of those things, all right, that will help you take action and be like say it be in a balanced state, because this says a balanced state bringing empowerment, so that you become empowered by you can be empowered within any situation. That's kind of like taking your power back, instead of like, oh, why they hurting me, okay, like I said, trace it all back, rewind, and be like, okay, what part of my shadow do I still need to work on that's trying to keep me from being resilient? All right. Shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. All right. That's how you transmit the energy. Okay, spirit. All right. All right. I like it. I like it. That was a lot, wasn't it? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning. Ah, that was good. Let me see. Since we talked all that nice, I got some shadow cards. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do some shadow cards, and then I'll get some. Since we speaking about shadow, all right. What is it? What is it? What shadow are we dealing with as a collective? What is this shadow energy that we're dealing with as a collective, spirit? Please and thank you. What are some of the shadows that we're dealing with as a collective? The soul's longing. What part of yourself have you neglected? Your soul is calling for a deeper connection. Okay? Your soul is calling for a deep connection. All right, let me get one more before I elaborate. Anything else, Spirit? And that's pretty much what we all going through, y'all, if you think about it. Because, and I'm not knocking religion and none of that, because I grew up in church, I've been on a journey of going, not hopping from, but I studied several different religions, and I finally ended up in a Buddhist practice. Now, I'm not saying I'm a devout Buddhist and nothing like that. I just went back to my original, like one of my lives, I was a Buddhist monk. I know that. I've been knowing that for a long time, since I was probably in my early 20s, about that life. So it's just funny that I returned to that, some of those same practices. But also I've incorporated other practices too. Okay. So anyway, we all are experiencing our soul's longing, because we have been disconnected, number one, from spirit and the universe. You know what I'm saying? The interconnectedness. But we we've been raised to think that spirit is outside of us instead of within us. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we all are experiencing this. So I think that during this time, this is what spirit is reeling us back in. All right. And your higher self is working with you to reel you back into the truth of what is. All right. Oh, wow. On the bottom of the deck, I'm going to take that. It says letting go of the old you. All right. So at this time, one of the shadow is part of the shadow too is letting go of the old you. It says you are not who you were. Honor your past, but do not cling to it. All right. So done. Now this is on a micro and a macro scale. All right. Because this can apply to us as if I'm looking at this from everybody on the planet, right? We're letting go of old ideologies of what spirit is, what it is to be human, what it is to be alive, what it is to yeah, what reality really is, um what life is all about. So, but on a personal level, you connecting, doing your shadow work, you're connecting back to a part of yourself that you've never experienced. Your soul knows who you truly are. Your soul knows your blueprint for your life. Your soul knows your purpose. All right. Your whole reason for existing. All right. So doing your shadow work puts you back into connection with that part of yourself. And you in turn begin to let go of the old you, the person you thought you had to be, the person that society tells us who we are and what we are here doing. All right. All right. Wow. I'm going to take this too. Because right now we're being asked to see the unseen truth. It says, look beyond illusions. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in discomfort. So remember when I said I woke up, I was all grumpy? No, I was fine. I was fine while I was doing what I was doing when I was by myself. Because here's the thing. You think you healed and everything, and everything all good, you peaceful, woo, 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 when you by yourself. But the moment somebody steps into your space, you get all your peace get disrupted. So yeah, of course it looks like you heal when you by yourself because you ain't got nobody to contend with, you know. But so that's not really beneficial, you know. Being alone all the time is not beneficial. We all have to interact with somebody, so you don't really realize the work that still needs to be done until you have to communicate and be amongst others. All right. So it says the unseen truth. Look beyond illusion. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in the discomfort. So again, when I got mad, when I realized, here come the cat. Here come my daughter. Heard the bird chirping. So on and so forth. After about 5 minutes, because they all kind of tag team me at the same within a 5 minute period. And I was just like, okay, wait a minute. I got sick of myself. Like, So I'm like, wait a minute. I was having a great morning. What happened? You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's not them, it's me. All right. So in my discomfort, I realized, wait a minute. What's going on? I had to go in. I had to go in and say, okay, well, let me pluck. Let me pluck this weed, or at least start digging through the grass so I can find the roots. All right? All right. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna put this down. It says shadow integration. Healing comes when you stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. Is that what we doing now? I love it. That's what we're doing now. Oh, Spirit, I love you so much. Thank you. I love Spirit so much. Uh Spirit be making this shit easy. All right. All right. Okay. So your soul is longing, you know, for you to be aligned with itself. You know, it's calling you to come deeper. Take a deeper, take a deeper look, a deeper dive, okay, into the connection. All right. It says letting go of the old you. This could be that you letting go of the old you. All right. And the unseen truth. You're looking beyond illusions. All right. Mm-hmm. And I mean, this, like I said, this tells the whole thing because it says shadow integration. Even though the shadow is right there, it's still up there. So you integrating the shadow into your existence. You know what I mean? Because you're understanding why you're behaving the way you behave. We got to understand why we behave the way we behave. We got to understand why or what the influences, you know, what influences us. So, I just heard it. What you just say, Spirit? Uh, know thyself and know all things. Thank you. I'm gonna name the reading this. Know thyself and know all things. Yeah, there you go. When you understand why you behave the way you behave, you automatically give and have compassion for others. Sometimes you may show up at work and somebody got a badass attitude and this and that and the other. And instead of like meeting that person with their energy, accept the fact that, you know what, every day I don't wake up in the best mood. Some days, and you have to, first of all, you have to, just because we are on this spiritual path don't mean, like I say, every day is sunshine and rainbows. That's some bullshit. You know, some days you wake up and it's storming in your energy. All right. And so, and you have to make adjustments. So, same thing when you go to work and somebody is just being a real, okay? And instead of matching that person's energy, give that person compassion, see yourself in others and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just stay out of her way. And okay. So, cause, you know, you don't want to cause, a bigger problem. Okay. All right. All right. So what's my time, y'all? Okay. We at 28. All right. So I ain't gonna, bring too much more into this reading. Um, because like I said, I want to keep it down. Hold on, matter of fact, I'm for the pause. I'm trying to get it another set of cards. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I didn't want the thing to be running while I was looking for these cards. So my question now, since we know we're dealing with shadow, and I think that's what Pluto is. Let me just look it up. Cause I keep saying that. And I don't want to give Pluto a bad rep. Mm. Okay, Pluto. Well, it's something, I guess. Oh, it's uncovering hidden truths. Okay, it says transformation, power, regeneration, the cycles of death and rebirth. As a planet of intensity, it governs deep psychological change. Mm. So we rewiring, y'all. We rewiring. All right. It says uncovering hidden truths and subconscious forces. So remember when I said it don't be the person, it be the it's really the subconscious stuff that's attracting the negative energy. All right. So when you go in and you ask yourself why, like I had to ask myself, why am I so damn grumpy today? I realized it's just because I know I got a short period of time to get something done. And okay, so when I scale that back, and I got a short period of time this morning to get things done, and they getting in my way, and then I realized I ain't want to go to work. That's the root of my damn problem. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go out the house. I don't want to go to work. All right. So anyway, so like I said, so my question now is, what did I say? Oh, some ways that we can integrate our shadow. All right. Oh, wow. It just came out. One came out. It says, nurture yourself and others with care. Mother Earth. Well, that was simple enough. It says, nurture yourself and others with care. All right. See yourself and others. All right. All right. One of the other things, like I said, was go beyond, hate the sin. Well, not really hate. Hate is such a strong word, but look at the sin and not the sinner. How about that? All right. So we know that if a person is behaving a certain way, you look beyond the person and see the actual thing that's happening, and then you ask yourself, well, why am I experiencing this with this person? So then you bring it back to yourself and be like, okay, what in me has attracted this energy? You know what I'm saying? All right. So one more, Spirit. How can we integrate this shadow? Oh, so okay. Nurture, it says river. Flow with the changes, don't resist them. All right. So once you realize what the actual root of the problem is, flow with it. Become the observer. Just ride the wave. Okay, wait a minute. She's having a bad day. All right. I know that I've had bad days. I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation. That's transmuting it. All right. That's how you transmute it. All right. All right. One more. Oop, I saw something turn over. It says forest. Within nature, you find your strength. Oh, okay. So remember when I said you become empowered. That's how you take your power back. Like when you go within, it says within nature, you find your strength. And this is forest. So that means when you scale back and you come bring it back, trace it back to you, and you go within, okay, well, why am I experiencing this? That's you going in your forest. All right. You shifting through the grass, you know what I'm saying, through the trees to find the root of the problem. All right. And that's how you taking your power back. All right. And you don't lash out at the person because that's feeding the energy. The energy wants chaos. But when you pull scale back and say, okay, wait a minute now. Why am I? And then you figure out what it is, what's going on. And then, you let it go. You let it go. That's how you transmute. Come on, Spirit. And at the bottom of the deck, we got unicorn. Believe in the impossible, for it believes in you. All right. So I'm gonna take that as become the unicorn in the situation. You know, you stand alone. You know, owning your energy, owning the moment, separating yourself from the chaos, something of that nature. Yeah. All right. I like it. All right. So I'm going to give you some angel numbers and then I'm going to let y'all go. All right. All right. This was good. Quick and easy. I like it. I appreciate it. I hope you all can too. Please like, subscribe, and share. I said I was going to start saying that. All right. Yes, 2026. It ain't even about the year. I don't even want to get caught up in that. But just from now moving forward, we're looking to become a unicorn. All right. Within our families, units, within our friend groups, be the unicorn, stand out, do something different. That's what it is. 000, limitless potential, reset, relaxation, unknown, surrender, finish line, success, victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished if you can dream it. There is no reason that you can't make it a reality. All right. It says, if something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. Yeah. So when you own, when in that moment, when you pull everything back and you like, okay, wait a minute, this motherfucker tripping, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? You being a unicorn in that situation, right? Because you showing up different than what you having a different response